The Dodge Family.
Hi everybody, so I am here today to do an updated question and answer video. It has been forever since I've done one of these. I used to do these like every 6 months on our channel a long time ago, and I've just kind of gotten away from doing it, but I really enjoy them, and so I wanted to do an updated one. And I asked on Instagram, if you don't follow us there, you can find us at the Dodge Family. I posted the other day for anyone to go ahead and ask us any kind of question that they had. So I'll be reading those for you guys and answering your questions. Isabel's laying in the background, so that's why you can hear her. She's kind of like half asleep. First question comes from Monica Carroll 94, and she asked, how is Emma adjusting to Isabel? I've talked a little bit about this, but Emma's doing really great adjusting to the baby. She is such a fantastic big sister. She loves Isabel. She loves to help with Isabel. So overall, the adjustment has gone really well. I think having a 5-year age gap makes a huge difference in that. There are some times where Emma does get a little bit, not jealous, but a little sad. I think the hardest change for her has been not having my attention all the time when she wants it, which is something we had anticipated. So for like example, Emma was used to me putting her to bed every night, and some nights now I can't because the baby is fussy or needs to nurse or something like that. So she really misses some of those little times with mommy that were just times with me that she is used to. I think that's where she struggles, but not really struggles. That's where she has a hard time. So little things like that where, you know, she wants mommy to play with her, and maybe I started playing with her, but then the baby starts fussing, so daddy has to kind of step in and change. She gets a little bit frustrated in those moments in time, but overall she's just done a great job adjusting to Isabel. She completely adores her, wants to always be near her, hug her, hold her, help with her. So she's a fantastic big sister, and we've been really blessed. The next question is from G Bristol 9, and it's, what is your favorite TV show and movie? So my favorite TV show right now would probably be Jane the Virgin. I'm obsessed with it. I have a lot of different favorite TV shows, but that's probably my #1 right now. And then movies are hard too, because I have like things that I really love. I think one of my all-time favorite movies is a movie called Fools Rush In. It's like a 90s movie with Matthew Perry and Salma Hayek. I just absolutely love it. And then I think a close second to that would be The Proposal with Ryan Reynolds and Sandra Bullock. Those are probably my 2 favorites. The next question is from Mama Haley 1. Hi Haley, I love her. If you guys aren't subscribed to her channel, you should be. And she asked, are you going to any YouTube conventions this year? And the second question is, what is your favorite part about having 2 girls? So first question, I would love to go to a YouTube convention. I just, like, obviously this year I'm not, because we just had the baby and I'm going back to work and different things like that, but I would love to plan to go to one at some time. I think they're super fun, and I would love to meet a lot of the people that I've formed friendships with, like Haley, in the YouTube community. So that's something I would look forward to doing at some point in time, but just not this year. And my favorite part about having 2 girls, I feel like this is kind of like a 2-part answer. Like, I have what I love now, and then I have what I'm looking forward to. So what I love now is just having 2 little girls that are just like, girls are just so sweet and so fun, and it's like amazing to have 2 daughters that I get to dress up and love on and raise. And it's really cool, because I always wanted at least a daughter, and to have 2, I feel just incredibly blessed to know that they're gonna be like my little mini-me's and friends, you know, as we grow up and or as they grow up and get older. I think the other thing that I really love about having 2 girls is I have 3 sisters myself, and knowing the friendship that they're gonna have now and as they grow up and as they become adults, I'm really excited for them, for that future relationship to grow and develop. Question is from Jessie Lauren 94. Will you have any more children? The answer to that is yes. We will have at least 1 more. We've talked back and forth about having a 4th. We're not 100% decided either way, but we know for sure we'll have 1 more, and then possibly a 4th, but we don't really know. I keep going back and forth. I know for sure I want 3, and then I'm kind of open to the idea of a 4th, but at the same time I'm kind of like, I feel like I'm gonna be done at 3. So we will definitely have at least 1 more. The next question is from Miss Valdovinos. I'm so sorry if I'm slaughtering your name. She's so sweet. She said, first of all, your family's so sweet. Thank you. Are you guys still planning on selling your house? That's a common question actually I get a lot. We are still planning on selling our house. We would like to try to get that done this year. I wish it was as simple as just being like, yeah, we want to sell our house and you put it on the market. There's so much that goes into selling a house. There is prepping it for the market. There is evaluating what the market is like right now as far as what are we going to gain. There's the cost associated with listing it. There's a cost associated with paying a realtor, and all of those upfront fees plus all the fees on the back end. So there's just a lot to evaluate when it comes to that. It sounds like simple in theory, like we want to move, so let's just list our house. But it's just not as simple as that. So it's something we definitely want to do. We are at max capacity for this house, and we're just really looking forward to hopefully being able to do that this year, now that some things have changed with the way that the market looks. But we don't have any like immediate plan, like I can tell you, oh, in 3 months we're gonna do it. We're really hopeful that we will be able to, but we're also a little bit realistic when it comes to some of those other pieces that come with it. Next question is from Miracel de la Cruz. I'll have all these below so you guys can see those. What is Emma's favorite Disney princess? Right now, her favorite Disney princess is Moana. She kind of goes through phases, but Moana is her obsession right now. It's from Casey Hood 101. If Emma and Belle weren't girls, what baby boys' names did you have picked out, if any? So I can tell you what Emma's name would have been if she was a boy, because we're not going to use it. Emma's name would have been Noah if she was a boy, and that was a name that we really both loved and agreed on. But now we don't, or I still like it, but my husband doesn't like it as much. We have a different boy's name that we would use now, and that would have been Isabel's name, but if we have a boy next time, that will be his name, so I'm not going to tell you what that is. But we do have a boy's name picked out for a boy if we have one next. Girls' names are really hard for us to agree on, so if we have another girl, I don't know what we're going to do there. The next question is from Jovan Mary. What are your favorite YouTube channels and favorite vloggers? I follow so many people in the community just because I formed so many mom friendships with other YouTube moms. Some of my favorites are people that I've followed forever since I started YouTube. Brittany from Brittany and Baby, Vanessa, 2011 Teenage Mom. I really am enjoying some new friends that I've made. There is Alaskan Mama Vlogger. She is so sweet. Her name's Amy. There's Shaylee from Shaylee and Baby. She's a really good friend of mine, somebody that I've followed for a while. Haley from Mama Haley 1. There's just so many people that I like, and I like to try to meet as many people as I can in the community. So those are some of the favorites that come to the top of my head. Sarah Jared 618 asks, how will you handle going back to work transition for both you and Isabel? How is the age difference between the girls? She said her daughter's 4 and I would love to have another, just to know if it was easier the longer you wait. So first question, going back to work, I feel like this time it's gonna be easier than it was with Emma because I know what to expect, I know what to plan for, I know what emotions there's gonna be. So I'm glad for that because I don't have the anxiety and the nervousness that I had with leaving Emma and daycare and all those different things. So Isabel will be going to the daycare that Emma went to when she was growing up and before she went to school, and they're people that we love and have formed such a great relationship with, so I'm excited. They're excited for her. They were just at Emma's birthday party and they met Isabel, and they're wonderful people, so I'm really excited for them and they're excited for her. So I feel like that piece of the puzzle is gonna go well. I think just it's gonna be different to get back into the routine again of like having a baby in daycare. Emma's gonna be in school before summertime, and just all the work that's gonna have to happen in the morning to get everybody up and out the door. I feel like that's gonna be the hardest part. But other than that, I feel like I'm a working mom and I know what to expect, so I think it's gonna be pretty good. I do want to try to do like a day in a life for you the first day that I go back to work so everybody can kind of see what that's like. I'm not promising it, but it's something I really want to do this time. Second question about the age gap for the girls. I did touch on this a little bit, but having a 5-year age gap is phenomenal in the sense that Emma completely understands everything about the needs of the baby. She is, she doesn't get jealous as that goes, because she completely understands that she's 5, she can wait, her sister's an infant, she needs this, she needs that. She is a fantastic helper. She, last night when I was making dinner, was helping her sister put in her passy or going to get something for me. She's a great helper around the house with her sister. It's nice that Emma's in school so that when I'm home during the day, I get to spend time just with the baby and have a lot of one-on-one bonding time with her, which has been really special and nice, because it's kind of like having your first child again in that sense, where I get to have a huge chunk of the day dedicated to just me and the baby. So it helps me get more sleep, get things done around the house. It was not intentional to have such a large age gap, but my husband and I have talked about it a lot since she has been born, since Isabel has been born, and how we're actually just really thankful that Emma is such a great big sister, that she's older and can handle a lot of this stuff. She can entertain herself. It just makes so much of it a lot easier than it would have been if she was 2 years old. So if you are thinking about it, or if you're nervous about it, I was always nervous that Emma wouldn't be connected to the baby because there's such a big age gap, but she absolutely loves her. And I think her connection is almost stronger in some ways because she knows it's her sister. She knows what that means. She's excited to teach her sister stuff. And so it helps kind of have Emma have a better attachment to her because she's excited about being able to be the big sister. Maze 1, what's the best and worst part of being a working mom? So I did talk about this in my working mom video. One of the best parts is just having a career, having something that is just me. That's just me outside of being a mom, a wife, all of those things. That I'm able to have something that I'm really good at, that I'm successful at, that helps provide for our family. I love that I have 2 girls that I get to be an example to, that you can have a career and you can be a fantastic mom and a fantastic wife. I feel like there's a lot of misperception that you can't have both, and you certainly can. It's a lot of work and it's a struggle, but you can absolutely have both. So I'm excited to have 2 girls to show that to, so that they can understand that it's possible if that's something that they would want to have in their future. I think the worst part is just the daily grind. It's long days. I have to get up. I have to go to work. I don't have the luxuries of, you know, just kind of starting my day when I want to. I have to be in the office by a certain time. Emma has to get picked up by a certain time. I have things that I need to do. You know, it's a lot to manage some days. And especially as my job has been changing and I have different responsibilities now. For you guys who have followed us for a while, you know, I was traveling all throughout my pregnancy with Isabel. So there's just different challenges to struggle to balance with, that makes it a bit of a struggle sometimes. Ali XOXO asks, is there any TV show Emma is obsessed with? She has a couple favorites. Her favorite right now would be PJ Masks and Elena of Avalor. Those are definitely her 2 favorites. They trump anything else that she would ever want to watch. She just loves them. Jessie Baldwin 1995 asked, are you going back to work or staying at home with baby Isabel? I will be going back to work full-time. Nothing's changing with my schedule. Alaskan Mama Vlogger, what's your favorite part of the day? My favorite part of the day is probably when the kids go to bed and I have just a little bit of time to be by myself. My husband's not bugging me, the kids aren't bugging me, and I get to just like watch a movie or watch TV or go on Instagram or catch up on Snapchat. I think that's my favorite time of the day. Avery Multifandom asks, what names do you have in mind for future babies? Names are hard. So we do have a boy's name, but I won't share what that is, like I've talked about. I don't have any girls' names in mind. Girls' names are impossible for us to agree on. So like I said, if we have another girl, I have no idea what we're gonna do, because it was painful to even come to the name Isabel for Isabel. Alina M09 asks, does Isabel have her own room? Is she on a schedule yet? Does Emma ever try to get into your bed since she sees the baby sleeping with you? So Isabel does not have her own room. The girls share a room. I'll link the room tour video if you want to check that out. Isabel's starting to wake up. Is she on a schedule yet? No, not yet. That's something that I'll be working with her on over the next 6 weeks now that she is a little bit bigger, and we can start to kind of tweak some of those things. Does Emma ever try to get into your bed since she sees the baby sleeping with you? We worked with Emma on this actually for months before the baby was born. I'll link a video for those of you who are interested where I talked about some of the ways we were preparing Emma for the baby before she came, and one of them was talking about how we don't come into mom and dad's room, the baby's sleeping, this, that, and the other. I will say the first like 2 weeks that Isabel was home, she did have a couple moments where she forgot or that was hard for her, but now she completely understands. She doesn't try to come into our room. She knows that she waits in her room until mom or dad come, or we tell her she can get out of her room through the baby monitor. So she's gotten really good about that and understands that mom and dad's room is where the baby is and we don't come in there, and I stay in my room. So I appreciate you guys asking all these questions. I hope to do another Q&A again soon because I really enjoy them. So make sure you're following us on Instagram. I'll probably always post the questions there. And I gotta go because Isabel's starting to real fuss. But thanks for watching, and we'll see you guys next time. Bye.